Welcome back to For the Creators. I'm Ryan, one of the hosts of this show. Today we have a carnival-focused episode. In light of Notting Hill Carnival in London, I sit down with Heritage Roadshow Band, a carnival band that has been playing Notting Hill Carnival for over 15 years. Heritage are considered a small band, but that caters to over 150 people from the community. We explore how the group was formed, what positive impacts it's made, and how they've seen Carnival adapt and grow over the years. I hope you get a lot from this episode and a real sense of what Heritage is and what it stands for. And if you are a Carnival goer, I hope this brings a deeper sense of meaning and pride to the experience. So please enjoy my journey into Carnival and the Heritage Roadshow Band. So welcome to the show, guys. How you doing?
Good evening.
Thank you for having us.
No, it's our pleasure. So I'm here with Kevin Antoine and Laverne Symphorian Alexander, who head up the Heritage Band.
That's great.
Can you tell the listeners what the Heritage Band is?
What, me first?
Yeah.
Well, Heritage is a carnival band. We've been formed about 15, 16 years ago.
Wow.
It's just a group of family members come together, do a bit of dancing, and go into carnival. And the rest is history.
Yeah.
20 years later or 15 years later, we're doing carnival.
What made you start the band in the first place?
Lack of facilities in the borough. There was youth clubs was deteriorating. Like I said, there was nothing artistic or anything for the kids to do. So we thought I'd try and do this.
Well, being a change you want to see.
Yeah, we'll say try and do this. Have somewhere where the kids can meet. Yeah. That was the initial plan, then we just got into dancing.
Gave us a focus as well. Gave children around my age at that time, which was I was about 14, gave them something to do, and it was different. It was different. It wasn't the normal thing to be, and you didn't have to be out in the streets. You was here doing something focused, so it was good. Yeah.
And is it open to the whole community?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. We don't discriminate.
Yeah, good.
Apart from certain parts of the Caribbean.
So how long have you been actually going to Carnival since you started the band? Like, what was there like an induction period, or did you just turn up?
No, I think I got into Carnival like from the parade side about 18 years ago. I went with a float, thought the old concept was nice, and I thought, okay, it kind of grabbed me, and I thought I'd try my own. And then we created Heritage. That was my introduction to Carnival. Yeah,
and that was 15 years ago. And I know.
No, that was about 20 years ago.
Oh, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
And how long?
I
did
did
you...
mine at 13. I think I did mine in a costume with a different band first. Right. Yeah, and then Dad and family decided let's try and do it ourselves.
And how big is the band now?
When you say big, we're talking about performers or the overall size?
I guess the overall size, because it's not just the performers, is it? It takes everybody.
I'd say we're about 200, 250 strong.
Wow. And that's considered a small band, right? Or is
small to medium, because they class it by performers, like the actual costume wearers.
Wow.
That's the old format. I mean, this year there's a new company in, and they've got a different take on it, so I'm not too sure what their criteria are for the size of bands, basically. So
when you say new company, they're the people that judge the bands, or?
No, they're the people who run the actual carnival. I think they're called Carnival Village Trust.
Okay.
They're set up this year to just oversee this side of Carnival. So it's a lot different from previous years this year. A lot of changes.
How much involvement do they have in terms of getting you guys ready for Carnival, for new...
No, they don't
procedures
have any sort of directing... how can I say the word? They don't have any... impact on us.
They're just logistics.
They're logistics for how Carnival's going to be organised on a day. We basically govern ourselves and run ourselves all year round.
Right. Yeah, so it is an all year round project, right? In order to,
Definitely.
So just let the listeners know what do you guys do? Is it
okay? You finish Carnival, Bank Holiday Monday. The next Tuesday you relax. You try and recover. By Friday you've got to be thinking of the concept for the next year.
Yeah.
And literally start a couple of weeks on the concept, and then from there the development, and then you 6 months later it's the actual producing costumes, and so it's literally right after Carnival you've got to start.
Yeah.
We also do Hackney Carnival. So this year it's a week after Carnival, so it's no break. It's one onto the other. Is the week after that?
Yeah. Literally.
One onto the other, doing that. And then, as you said, it's take a breather, and straight on.
1 week
Straight
off.
on.
Wow, so it's literally all year round.
All year round.
But I suppose that's good for the community because there's no real break.
It gives the opportunity for, because you kind of break the year up in segments. You know, you got the learning part where you learn how to create your theme. You know, how to make it come alive. You know, your research. You know, that takes up a couple of months, and then you've got the strategy part. How are we going to put it together? You know, then you've got the dance part. How are we going to make these dances come alive? How are they going to fit the theme?
Yeah.
You know, and all the costume making, how the costume's going to flow with the dancers. It all has to come together in a short time scale because it goes fast.
So who actually comes up with the idea? Is it a group thing, a group brainstorm, or?
I would say it's a group thing. I mean, you know, I'll throw it out there. Laverne and a few others will have their ideas, and I think we
Hash it out.
we fresh it out.
Yeah, we see what. Also, we like to represent. We are from a Caribbean background, so we do like to represent parts of the Caribbean and themes that are connected to the Caribbean and our history. So that educates our children, it educates ourselves, and it educates those that may not know as much. So by introducing stuff like this year is how, you know, introducing those sort of things brings new education into the
Absolutely.
community, into Carnival. So,
Brilliant.
yeah,
That's really good.
Yeah.
And how does that feed into, like, because you do everything in-house, right? So music, costumes.
I'm a great believer of trying to make sure everything we do, it's self-supported. You know, we make our own costumes, we do our own designs, we research our own themes. Everything is in-house. You know, we try not to rely on outside influences to help what we do, because I find that structurally within our own community, our own family base, we've got enough people to do what we need to do. So yeah, I mean, everything's in-house.
And you must have seen, like, from the start of the band, you would have had, you know, kids that were born around then that are now part of the show. Have they kind of gone through the ranks, as it were, like, in the band?
Most definitely. Like, when I started the band, you got to remember Laverne was just a child. So now Laverne's, you know, is a little bit older.
A little bit.
Older, and she has 3 of my grandchildren also involved in Carnival. We've got other members of the band who's been with me just as long, who've now had children, who are involved in the band. So, you know, we've got the community growing up within, you know, the band. So that's a good thing.
I think what we were known for is family. And that doesn't mean just blood related.
Yeah.
And I think when you immerse yourself into heritage, you find that you become one family. And every year you grow another family member, and somebody else asks, can I help? And somebody else wants to do, and then they start thinking, oh gosh, I've got a holiday but I'd rather be doing.
Right.
Because we laugh, we joke, we cry, we stress all together as a family, and that's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
It's just becoming a bigger family and everyone being at one. So yeah.
And that's really evident.
Yeah.
That's really evident. Obviously, because I'm part of it as well.
Yeah, I like to say, I think, like my daughter said, I think so much of society has neglected some of the values which our predecessors, when they come over from the Caribbean, doctored into us.
Yeah.
You know, and I think, for myself personally, I've seen a decline, and I just think it's important. Someone somewhere has to try and keep some of it alive, because it's who we are.
Absolutely.
But, you know, no matter what part of the Caribbean you come from, I'm sure people of my age would tell stories of when we was growing up, and the stories are all similar. You know, you won't disrespect your parents, or you know, you can only talk when you get someone, you know, speaking to. So that was respect, and a lot of that is missing. You know, and I think part of that is because there's no community centre to have a community.
Absolutely.
I think that plays a massive part.
Massive.
You know, so if we can do a little bit just for ourselves and it helps others, because it definitely helped us, it's got to be a good thing.
And it's being the change you want to see, right? And that's exactly what.
Sorry?
It's being the change that you want to see.
Yeah, because the change is what the community needs. You know, you need to know if you've got a problem, you can talk to somebody outside of your circle.
Yeah.
You know, someone else might have a different take rather than your parents. You know, they might see it negatively, or they might be too busy. You got a plan B. So that comes into play as well. We get a lot of children confiding in certain issues, whether it be school, whether it be things outside of school.
Yeah.
Which is good. You know, they've got someone to listen to. You know, and even for us, it makes us better people. You know, you bring up your children, enables you to help bring up other people's children. Not that they've been neglected. It's just that they know we're bringing parents to a lot of children. You know, so yeah, it's a positive thing.
It's the power of the community, and like you said, that kind of got taken away, especially in London. We all felt it.
Especially with there's a lot of negative press about London, especially at the moment, and they always say, do they have any other options? And there is.
There is, exactly.
And there is, and I think this is an example that there are always options. You've got to want to see those options, and hopefully seeing that there's youth doing it from babies to adults shows that there's other options.
Absolutely,
So.
absolutely. And
Fundamental though to everything is, as much as you know, people say if there are options, you've got to create your own options.
Yeah.
Because if Laverne was being honest, it's not easy.
No.
If I'm being honest, running a carnival group is a social group, because I like to think we're more than a carnival group, we're a social
yeah, of course.
group.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not easy. Financially, it's hard, time consuming. But how much time do you invest in your family? Is the main question.
Yeah.
You tend to invest your life in your family. So I don't see this being any different, really.
Absolutely. And it's all in the name. Heritage
to pass on.
Absolutely, definitely.
That's what we do.
In terms of help, how much help do you get from the borough, from different councils or like charities or?
No, I can honestly say, being brought up in Tower Hamlets, they offer no help at all. You know, we've gone to them on numerous occasions to let them know what we're doing, to try and get them involved, showing them how it benefits the community, not just one part of the community.
Yeah.
And it, for some reason, it doesn't seem to sort of, it falls on deaf ears. The most help we get is from local businesses, like the construction company I work for, TNT Parcels and Kingsby Constructions. It's been with us from day one.
Brilliant.
And the Arts Council, you know, we put a good case forward.
Yeah.
They generally listen, and they've been our biggest number one supporters. And last of all, Jack Petchy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jack Petchy's been with us from the beginning, and they've supported us to sort of nurture young people from day one. So I've got to mention Jack Petchy.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. Yeah, I mean, I've done work with the Arts Council, and they're definitely they definitely champion things like this, which is awesome.
Sometimes I think I hear certain negative things about the Arts Council within this industry, like Carnival, and I find that when I listen to it and I see what the Arts Council are saying, I do think they get an unfair sort of criticism. I think they're there to champion art and communities in art. You know, sometimes we just think just because we believe it's art, they have to just fund it.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, they have to. I think we all have to understand everybody's fighting for a small pot. So you've got to lay your life on a line to get a penny.
Yeah.
And it's not ultimately ours. You with me? You've got to work hard for it, and you've got to understand not all the time you're going to get it. But then it's down to us to sort of say whether we get it or not, we've got to carry on.
Exactly. Yeah. Always have to have a way.
That's
like you said. It costs a lot, and there's a lot of resources that are required for this. So it's like
a lot.
And it's good that you have the community, because, like you said, it's not just the performers. It's everyone pitching in on the costume design, the sound, the travel, everything like that is a real community effort.
Yeah, and the good thing about Heritage, like Laverne again would tell you, I mean, like I said, my daughter's been doing it from 14. She's had to do the dance as a choreographer. She comes to do the sewing, and all the other children do the same thing. We 99.9%, 100% volunteers in it.
Yeah,
everybody's doing stuff and burning the midnight oil, you know, year in year out, and they're not getting paid.
Yeah, for real.
I've got to give them a mention, because without them, we just wouldn't survive. It's that simple. Whatever we get from the Arts Council, you need dedicated people who believe in the community to help out. And we've just been fortunate. We've got a good team. Absolutely.
Well, you definitely got a good team, because how many times have you won Best Small Band?
It's easy to say how many times you haven't won. Sorry for you guys out there. No, well, I think since we've started and been judged, if I'm being honest, we've never been at the top 3. And I think last year was one of our best years. Our adults always kind of like trailed behind the kids. And for some reason, not the adults won last Monday, and the kids won last year Sunday. So it was a double whammy.
Amazing.
And I think it's just reward for all our hard work over the year, because we are progressing, I think.
Yeah. How did that feel when you got the results?
It's like winning the lottery, really. But people don't take it for nothing. I mean, it's not as prestigious competition as it was before.
Yeah.
You know, you get your trophy, you get your name, engraved on a trophy, that's all gone. But I think it's kind of like bragging rights. You know, when you get that score points and independent people tell you this is what they think of your costumes, this is what they think of your theme, and it beats everybody else, it's got to be rewarding. That's got to be the biggest satisfaction for us.
It's a whole year's work.
Yeah.
And it's got to be fresh every single
and someone
year.
likes it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So that to me it's worth its weight in gold.
So have you seen things change in Carnival itself? Because, like you said, it used to be, like the judging used to be a bit more prestigious, and now it seems to have dwindled over the years. Like,
well, I know for a fact that's come through investment. I don't think it's come from a lack of desire from organisers to keep what we had. I think it's just a case of, from what I've seen, it's a lack of investment. A bit of mismanagement as well, you know, because we've had the opportunities in the past to keep some of the things which was good. And I think through bad management and lack of investment, these things have been eroded over the years. And we're at rock bottom at the moment. That's how I see it. We're definitely at rock bottom. Yeah.
what would you say to, because like you said, Carnival always has like a negative representation in the media for whatever reason. Obviously you guys are at the heart of it, and at the heart of it is community, at the heart of it is love, blood, sweat and tears for something that's ultimately positive. What would you say to all those people that may not even know what Carnival is and they may not be from London? Like, what is the vibe? What is the real Carnival?
It's definitely to walk on the streets is lovely to see from an outside perspective, but it's always to be inside a band. To be inside a band, it's like being treated like royalty for 2 days, because you are seen different, and you are. It's an experience. You're paying for an experience. The minute you get on the roads, you're paying for an experience. And with us, you've got security, you've got your roads, and you've got stewards, but you've got people that love you, that want to know that you're going to get it from one side of the road to the other, safe, sound, and enjoying yourself. And it can't be bought. Cannot be bought. You pay for it, but it can't be bought. It's immeasurable. So, hence why we've done it for so long.
Yeah,
and that's it. Hence why we've done it for so long.
I think my take on it is also that I think the negative press we get is because Notting Hill as an area is not the Notting Hill when Carnival started.
Yeah.
You got to understand, I knew as a kid Notting Hill was a very deprived area. All those mansions they got in Notting Hill now were council-owned properties, and there was squalors, you know. Because the clientele changed in the area, the media coverage changed in the area. You know, all of a sudden it's not desirable. It's not fashionable to be in West London. But I think people in London's got to realise Carnival's for them, not just the people living in Notting Hill with the big mansions. It's for everybody. I think it's London's release. If you think about it, 2 million people come into Notting Hill just to have a release. It's just a way of celebrating free, being free for 2 days, where they can eat, drink, smoke, and no one's telling them nothing. And I'm not condoning some of the negative things which you will see, but wherever you get a lot of people, you're going to have to take that. But there's far more good things going on in Carnival that doesn't get mentioned. You with me? You know, and like I said, I'm a football fan, and I got the football games, and every Saturday you've got fans of football supporters fighting all over the place. You know, it doesn't get negative press like Carnival gets.
100%.
Right? So we need to address that and realise that Carnival, for Londoners, is our release. That's what I believe. It's something we need. It's where we come together from all parts of London and say, listen, for them 2 days, I'm just going to have a good time. Yeah. You with me? And that's the Caribbean culture of having nothing, but looking forward to having something. So that, you know, you can't take that away, because it's been imported from the Caribbean, that vibe, that freedom. It's a sense of, remember the concept of Carnival is to enjoy the freedom of being free.
Yeah.
We forget that as well. And that's why Londoners embrace it, because they can come there and just let their hair down and just be free. Just do their thing. Brilliant.
I think that's a great place to end it. Where can people get involved with Heritage if they want to join the band?
We don't want to be too big. Okay. But, you know, we're at St John's Church, 200 Cambridge Heath Road, Bethnal Green E2, 9 PA. And that's where we meet every Friday, 7 till 10, all year round. So if you and we also got the website, you know, heritageroadshow.co.uk. You can check out what we do, and if you've got comments to give it. We take good comments, bad comments.
So on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So
What's the @ on Instagram?
I think it's Heritage.
At Heritage.
Yeah, Heritage Roadshow.
Yeah.
Can't remember the rest.
I'll stick it up in the description anyway,
Yeah.
so we'll put it on our on Instagram and everything. But thank you guys. I
Thank
think
you
it was
so much.
A really good insight into a great community.
Well, thank you.
organisation.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
I hope you enjoyed that sit down with Kevin and Laverne from the Heritage Roadshow. As I was on site, I thought it would be a bit of a wasted opportunity just to leave after that, so I thought I would interview some of the rest of the team.
Okay, today at Heritage we are doing the boys' pieces. We're doing the arms, the legs, the neck, the belts, and then Marika is doing the children's headpieces. She's putting the trim on, the feathers are already done, so just the trimming and the gems to be done. And then that is that for today. Down the end, they are going to be doing mask pieces. Under the table. No, on the table somewhere. Somewhere under the table, here, over there, somewhere. Yes, so that's what we're doing today. We're quite busy. We've also got 2 birthdays, so it's even busier. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. How long does it take to do all this? How long does it take? Do you know when we started from? Last year. Last year is when we started from. And we've got 1 more week to go, and I would say we're on track. With my fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Brilliant. Thank you. Where's Renee? So I'm here with Renee. Renee runs the sound for Heritage Band. What goes into the sound?
So what goes into the sound is, well, for Nottingham Carnival, as everyone knows, is a massive big event. Yeah, so we have over 200 or 250 people in the band. So in order to make sure they listen to music the way they should, we hire in a big sound system. So we have a top of the range acoustic system that we hire from a brilliant company called Subfrantic. They've been with us for the last 5 years, and they're actually like family to us. So with the sound, as you see, is many faces, DJs, you've got engineers all day working hard to try and make people happy.
What goes into actually transferring that sound onto the van and then...
Oh, well, this is hard graft, as you can imagine. So each box needs to get on a lorry somehow. So a lot of people, we have a set day before Carnival where we will, like a group of 10 of us, we will literally dedicate a whole day of literally loading the van. Sound checking, as you can imagine, so we have to make sure everything's working, strapped down, make sure all the wires are all in and so forth. So a very, very long day of preparation, a lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work. How about the actual music as well? Because I know you prepare for a year. Like,
yeah, so
you've got to stay on top of all the new tunes and stuff.
So when it comes to music, there's so myself, DJ Pappy, there's Natural Mystic, there's Rez, there's R&B, and rest in peace, there's the guy that's looking after us upstairs, Dr. Psycho, who's not with us this year, but we've got a lot of DJs that we play all variety of different music. Everyone prepares in their own different way. So for myself, I normally take like maybe a 2 or 3 week period where I try and get to know the latest stuff, find out what the kids like, because remember we've got a lot of kids within the band. So yeah, on a day of Carnival, we're a diverse band, so we speak for the people as well. So the music that we play influence that way as well. So we play soca predominantly, then we play dancehall, and we play a little bit of everything goes, you know. That's heritage, you know. We play stuff what the people want, and the people is our people in our band and the community.
Big. How much does it tie into the theme, the yearly theme?
So what ties into, well, if anyone knows about heritage, we do a routines year in, year out Carnival. So any routine that we do is pretty much based on a theme. So we get a song that matches the theme, which is hard because obviously not every song you might find that emulate what we're trying to do. Yeah. But we find songs that pretty much summarize who heritage is about, you know, and that's what we do.
Lovely. Thanks for joining us, man.
Right.
Cheers.
You don't give any more energy than you're giving now because it's really slack. I'm going to make it go faster and faster and faster until he's doing it with more energy. Yeah? Because he gets him off break, so there's no way you can be tired. If I put bashment on, you can be bent over or doing splits or doing all the rest under the sun. So should we start again?
You head up the choreographing.
Yeah.
That's what Laverne used to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
She graduated.
Yeah, she went on maternity leave and I took over.
So what do you actually do?
I just organise the choreography, make sure everyone knows what they're doing, make sure the dances are on point, basically, or running smooth and stuff like that. I don't know.
Do you actually come up with the dances and all of that as well? Or?
Yeah, I make up the routine. There's a few of us that do it. There's two main ones, which is Rihanna and Madeline, and then we have younger ones, which we just took on board about 2 years ago. So yeah.
Sick. So how are you finding it?
It's okay.
Is this your first year doing it, like leading it, or did you do last year?
I've been leading it for about 2-3 years now. Yeah. Laverne's gone more to the costume side, so I had to take over this side. Yeah.
Cool. How do you deal with the pressure? Because it's a new theme every year. You got a good record.
Yeah, it's hard. You have to do a bit of research, make sure you kind of incorporate stuff that the theme has. Last year we had Hacker, so we tried to put the faces and stuff into it. So yeah, it's hard, especially when there's not much. Sometimes there's not much on the theme, or there's not much dance to the theme, so you don't know where to go with it. So sometimes we just listen to what the songs are saying to try and help.
Brilliant. Well, I won't take too much of your time. I know you need to go back and lead the dance people in.
Thank you.
What's your name, sorry?
Nastasia.
Fantastic name.
Hi.
How are you finding the whole heritage experience as a dancer? I know you're out of breath. I just took you off the dance floor.
It's really good. It's fun. It's a family atmosphere, an army atmosphere. We get things done.
Right.
We win. We're here to win. So I like it. We're strict, but we also have fun.
How long have you been a part of the performers?
A year now. I only participated last year.
So when did you join? Did you join at the tail end of last year and then?
2017, last year.
So this is your first, full?
Yeah, with Heritage.
Oh, I see.
This is not my first time doing Carnival altogether, but my second time with Heritage.
So was you with a band previously, or? So you've done a bit of a transfer?
I've been doing Carnival since I was 11, so it's not new.
So what's the difference between other bands and this band?
They're on point. Fun. They do routines, they win, they have a family atmosphere. The others didn't have that.
Right. So it's always time well spent every Friday?
Yeah.
And how is it coming up with the routines or following the routines and staying disciplined for over a year?
It's not easy because they keep us in line, which is good because we need to be on point. We can't miss a step, we can't miss a mark. So, yeah.
Serious business. Cool. I won't take too much of your time because I know you've got to rehearse. So, thank you. What was your name again?
Nastasia.
Lovely. Cheers. Thank you. What's your name?
Natalia.
Natalia. What do you do with Heritage?
I dance and sometimes help out with the dances, but mostly just do routines.
Oh, so you're a choreographer?
Yeah. Well, I used to be, but now I just come because I got a baby now. But before I used to really take part in helping with the routines. But yeah, I come mostly for the vibes now and to chill with people that I've known I've been here since 2007.
Wow.
Since I was a child, I've gone through all the stages of being here. So
this is a proper community.
Yeah, it's really lovely. It's like my extended family. When I come here, I feel safe, I feel happy, and everyone's just really kind and about having a good time, really. Yeah.
That's amazing. And like you said, you graduated from doing the dance into choreographing to now kind of helping.
Worked my way up, but like I said, since I had a baby, it kind of just stopped for me because obviously when she was small I had to hold her, but I do when I come I do try and get involved as much as possible because it's fun. I enjoy it. I really enjoy it here.
So what does Heritage mean to you?
To me, it's been it's my hobby. That's my thing. Carnival's my thing, and Heritage has helped me be able to be confident and just find myself, and Heritage is really special to me. That's what it is.
That's brilliant. Thanks. Appreciate your time. I don't want to take too much of your time.
Thank you.
Thanks. Wait, say your name first.
Hi, my name is Cree Williams. Part of the Heritage team.
Been here for like last what? How many years been here? What, last 15, 16 years? Something like that.
15 years, so from the start?
From the start, yeah. From it was when, I think just when People of Paradise, then we got separated from then. It was in Hackney somewhere and then come back down here. Yeah, but last 15 years. Strong. Yeah.
And what do you do?
Me, I'm one of the stewards. I was doing costume in the early days, you would say. Then I grew up out of it, wanted to do a t-shirt, experience that. Then I went back into costume a couple of years in, but now currently I'm doing stewarding. So helping out the securities, just the setup, make sure everyone's out on the road, the drinks and so forth. So yeah, a bit everything. A little bit drinking here and there, once,
of course.
Wiggle. But obviously you're steward, so that's the main role.
You're the protection.
Protection, I like that. Protection, that work, protection.
Obviously, Carnival's got a negative rep in terms of all the the trouble's always focused on. But how much of that have you seen with the band and that?
Within the band, no, there's not trouble. I think we're kind of disciplined. We know what to expect. We know how to handle ourselves. Should something pop up for every reason, we know how to we got that little code sets. So we know how to sort of prep and sort of prevent anything happening. But anything happens outside, we can't really control that. It happens. We like to think the authorities are there watching us and
why are you so rude?
And sort of managing the road, but there's only so much we can do as a group in it. But within in-house, you would say, we're quite good. Obviously, you get the odd hiccups here and there. Don't get me wrong, but it's minimal.
Yeah, but that's just by way of it being millions of people, right?
You might get someone bouncing you by accident, someone's a bit too drunk and so forth, but we just tend to just push them away. They're not part of us. Let them go back to the devices and we carry on enjoying ourselves for the roads.
How many stewards are there?
Stewards, I would like to say at least about 20 to 30.
Wow.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I'm guessing off my head about 20 to 30. Yeah. And plus you get security as well, so you got that. Plus security, I like to think while watching the stewards as well. So I think we're quite close knit in terms of security wise, yeah.
And this will be your 16th Carnival?
Probably 15, 16. I can't. The numbers are a bit off right now. I can't get it right, but at least I know I'm 14 plus. Let's put it that way. I know I'm 14 plus.
And how is
veteran in this thing?
Yeah.
Veteran.
So how have you seen Carnival change?
Okay, that's actually a good and a hard question to answer on the spot as well. I think the last couple of years has been a bit, let's say, stagnant and a bit, I think, too controlled. I think because what's been going on recent events with the attacks and so forth, I think the committee's been a bit over the top with the protective. But it's good, but then of course it sort of ruins the atmosphere. And I think on the whole, I think everyone comes for Carnival as a rave party, which is in a sense alright, but then really I think the whole actual culture of it is washing down, diluting as years go by. No one's really understanding the history behind it. So where you got Oslo, we're parading, we're celebrating a culture where people come with their friends and just come to parties. There's two different meanings for certain people.
Right. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Cool. Well, appreciate you telling your story,
anytime. I'm always say Heritage Roadshow, catch us on the roads. We're bound to have a good time.
Wicked. Nice one.
Yeah.
Bless. Can I ask you what you do with Heritage?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what do you do with Heritage?
Well, my first year with Heritage, I'm wearing costume.
Okay.
Yeah, and Fridays we learn the dance routines. It's very intense. I'm sweating. And yeah, Carnival's around the corner, and I'm looking forward to it. First year of Heritage.
10 days away?
Yeah.
10 days, isn't it?
About that, yeah. About that. Is it? Yeah, about 10 days away. Yeah. Crazy.
Jeez.
Crazy.
And have you been with them for the whole year?
Yeah. I joined May.
Oh wow, so it's super intensive for you.
Yeah, reason. And I'm not a person who can do choreography. I got 2 left feet. I think about it too much, but I'm getting there.
So what made you want to join Heritage then?
I saw some of their performances on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I thought, you know what? I want to be with a band that's hyper and out to have a good time. I've never been with a band that learns routine, so I thought, why not? Let's give it a go.
Yeah. Love the structured community approach.
Yeah, I love it. Like one big family. Everyone's friendly. We're all crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, we're one big crazy happy family.
That's brilliant. How long have you been going Carnival?
Ooh, I've been wearing costumes since 2008. I've been with different
10 years.
Bands. Yeah, different bands. But I think I'm going to stay with Heritage.
Heritage is where it's at.
Home now. Yeah, definitely.
And what was your name? Sorry, I forgot to ask.
My name is Leah, yeah.
It's been great talking to you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Cool. What would you say about, in response to all the negative press that Carnival gets?
Yeah.
Being that you're in the heart of it.
Honestly, I think a carnival or 2 carnival ago, they reached a capacity of 2 million people, which is like the biggest street carnival ever. There is way less people at a football match every week, and there's way more violence at football matches every week, and they don't get the same love. So,
Not to mention music festivals.
Yeah, exactly. And when I say love, I mean attention from the media, or portraying it as that this is what this event is about, which is what they do, which is not fair. There's people work all year round, like literally every week of the year to prepare for Carnival for 2 days. And yeah, the police and the media should be really focusing on the highlights and the positives rather than a few small individuals doing badness to get all the attention from the media like usual.
Exactly. Well, hopefully this is a bit of a remedy to all of that.
Absolutely, yeah. And well, the thing is I think the first Carnival that happened, whenever it happened, was like 500 people. The last time I checked, it was at 2 million people. So you can imagine over the years how much it's growing and growing and getting stronger. And there's probably troubled people from the very first Carnival all the way to this Carnival, and it's never stopped, and it shouldn't stop. It's only going to get bigger and better. So, long live Carnival.
Long live Carnival. Nice. Guys, thanks for listening to another episode of For the Creators podcast. Give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and a good review, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Cheers.